Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hey. What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wait.
welcome to the Throttle Up Racing Network. Tonight we're with the SERL in their inaugural Superspeedway Series event. We're headed to qualifying. First out on the track is Dylan Redding in the number 11 truck. The Superspeedway Series, a pretty diverse schedule, 9 different cars, 5 different tracks. So we're going to be going all over the place, racing all different types of cars, trucks, Cadillacs, the 1987 cars, ARCA cars, Xfinity cars, next gen, street stocks. Car tomorrow, of course, the Cup Series. Tonight we're in the Truck Series here at Daytona. Everybody getting their up to speed lap. Larry Dickerson in the number 2. Of course, we've got some familiar names like Dylan Redding, Cody Moore in the 52, getting up to speed, James Kunkel in the 48, Bobby Mays in the number 5. Dylan Redding, only one to run a lap so far, 53.13. Dave Wright in the 84, Michael Provault in the number 95, Tony Brennan in the 65, and he just sets the fast time. Colin Willems in that number 17. The fast truck, he was one of the fastest trucks in practice. Tony Brennan in the 65. See if anybody can beat a 52.42. There's Logan Hagerman rolling out onto the track on the number 7. Kyle May's top of the board. There he is in the number 55. Sixth quickest right now, Dave Wright. Sixth quickest for the 84. Let's see if he can up that. Colin Williams moves to second quickest. Dave Wright up to 6th. There's Mark Shavers. He ends up in 8th spot. For now, Cody Moore in 10th right now. Logan Hagerman, you see him running the outside line, trying to get up to speed. James Kunkel, 3rd quickest. Sylvan Seguin. 66, he's pulling out of the pits. Cody Moore, 5th quickest. Will Witt, we know he's very good at these super speedways. He's rolling out to get his qualifying time in. So Will Witt comes around on his first lap. Eighteenth quickest. Let's see where he comes around. Second time around for Will Witt. 11th quickest. TJ Floyd now out on track with the number 49. As well as Derek Chaput in the 37. Everyone top 14 within 1/10 of a second, so everyone quick here at Daytona in the trucks. Chaput up to 19th quickest. TJ Floyd will come off turn 4. He'll move up to 18th, so we've got 20 trucks that have qualified. $24 trucks in the session. We're down to the final minute of qualifying. Everyone else choosing to start from the rear. TJ Floyd will be 17th. Derek Chaput moves up to 14th. We're getting ready to go to the grid. And your pole sitter will be Kyle Mays in the number 55.
Because of the enhanced time on Dillon and Henson, they were able to build their tires quicker.
60 laps here today at Daytona. Waiting for the trucks to load in, gridding into the session. And we will go through the grid. The SERL Superspeedway Series opening race here at Daytona. Starting from your pole position, the number 55 of Kyle Mays. In the outside pole, the number 17, Colin Willems. Starting in third place, James Kunkel in the number 48. Rolling off fourth is Dylan Redding in the number 11 truck. Starting fifth is William Fletcher in the 28. In sixth starting spot is Logan Hagerman in the number 7. Cody Moore will start in 7th. In 8th spot, Larry Dickerson in the number 2. Tony Brennan in the 65. He'll start in 9th place. Dave Wright in the 84 rolls off in 10th. Will Witt in the number 35. He'll start in 11th. Bobby Mays will start 12th in the number 5 truck. Joseph Wright in the 82. He'll start 13th. In 14th starting spot, Derek Chaput, number 37. Mark Shavers will start 15th. 16th, TJ Floyd. 17th, Michael Proval. 18th is Todd Mays. 19th is Mike Rentz. 20th will be Dylan Falovich. Christopher Howe back there alongside him. Justin Lumpkin scored in 22nd, and Mick Olofsson 23rd. Starting from the pits will be Sylvan Seguin in the number 66 truck. Take a look at today's race info. 2.5 mile Daytona International Speedway. 79 degrees outside, 97 on the track temps. There should be plenty of grip for these guys as they go super speedway racing here at Daytona. As we get ready for this pace truck to pull in, we'll be going green flag, 60 laps here in the SERL Super Speedway Series. Green flag for Kyle Mays. Everyone getting up to speed. They remain 2 by 2 all the way through the field. Kyle Mays out front. Colin Willems trying to get around on the high side. Dylan Redding with the push in the 11. Larry Dickerson moves down to the inside lane. They're a little further back. Kyle Mays able to hold on to the lead. James Kunkel now on the attack on the high side. He's going to get out front and clear the 55. 17, Colin Willems trying to go with him. Not going to be clear. Kunkel stays on the high side. Everyone just run their fastest lap of the race so far, 49.24, that last lap around for James Kunkel. The 48 maintaining that high lane. He thinks that's the side with the momentum. That's where he wants to stay. And he's got the lead as they come out of turn 4. James Kunkel going to be able to lead this lap. Kyle Mays battling back down on the inside lane. If you're Colin Willems, it's kind of difficult when the lead truck wants to stay on the high side, stalling the momentum. The 48 moved to the bottom. The 17 couldn't get around him. And now he's going to have to push the 48. And as you're trying to maintain the momentum, you've got to make sure you do not overheat your truck. It's very easy to do. If you're not paying attention, your engine will expire. You see the 17 dipping the nose out right there. Looking from the roof cam of the Colin Willems number 17. There goes Colin Willems to the inside. He's able to move right around the 48. Kyle Mays now with a big shove down the backstretch, trying to get this inside line the advantage. Everyone doing a great job of holding their lane. Kyle Mays right on the back bumper of the 17. Holding that inside line in the lead. Our biggest mover right now is Michael Provault, 13th spot. The 95 truck, the red and silver truck on the outside lane. He's gained 6 positions. Kind of nowhere to go right now unless he takes it 3 wide. But he is steadily moving forward. Colin Willems still out front. James Kunkel on the attack, still in the 48 on the high lane. 11 of Dylan Redding trying to push the 48 out front. The name we're used to seeing out front these super speedways is TJ Floyd in the 49. He's kind of biding his time right now. He's gained 3 spots up to 14th position. Now the fuel strategy for these trucks should be about 20 to 22 laps of fuel. So if it goes green to the end, they should be able to make it on 2 stops. So anytime after lap 20, we would expect to see these guys diving into the pit lane. Number 91, Mike Rentz. He's currently running 17th. You can hear him lifting off the throttle. He's not trying to get up there and really push too hard yet. These guys know that's a long race, 60 laps. Everyone taking their time, being extra safe. But all these guys will be trying to position themselves better. And on these green flag pit stops, if we get to green flag pit stops, that will be the time to try and gain some track position. The inside lane is really pulling a little bit on the outside. 2 cars or 2 trucks, single file, as they are catching the 66, the lap truck of Sylvain Seguin, who started from the pits. And he'll choose to just go to the inside and let everyone by. Smart decision from the 66 truck. Let these guys race it out. If you get a caution, take the free pass. Colin Willems has led several laps. James Kunkel hasn't been able to get the push to get out front, but now he's drawing even as they cross the line. Two by two from front to back. Colin Willems still leading. William Fletcher, a newcomer to the SERL, currently sitting in 5th spot in that number 28 truck. Had several recruitment races. William Fletcher has shown a lot of speed through those recruitment races. Expect him to have a lot of good finishes throughout this season. Not disappointing with a top 5 run going right now, 15 laps in of 60. If you race in a iRacing league or you own an iRacing league, make sure you check out simracerhub.com for all your points and statistics. It's the best way to keep up with all the stats for your league. And iRacing does a great job, but I tell you what, simracerhub.com is the best way to keep points for your league. We keep them for all the SERL leagues and series on simracerhub.com. Make sure you check out simracerhub.com for all your points and statistics for all your league events. Colin Willems showing power right now, maintaining the lead. He and Kyle Mays working so well together on the inside line. And if you're further back in the pack, I'm not sure how much fuel that you're actually going to save. You may actually have a lap or 2 more than the 17 and the 48 who have led each lane pretty much this entire race so far. Kunkel now out on the outside with a big push from Dylan Redding in the 11. Willems still leads the lap, but that one was close. The outside lane starting to gain momentum. Kyle Mays, though, such a great pusher. Keeps Colin Willems out front, actually pulling away from the 28 of William Fletcher. In these super speedway races, I've found that the best place to be, the safest place to be, is up here in the top 2 or 3 positions. Of Dylan Redding with a bump to the 48, pushes that 48. They gain momentum down the backstretch. Just can't quite pull even to lead truck of the 17 of Colin Willems. That bottom lane is proving superior. 2 trucks out, single file. Now 3 trucks, 4 trucks. All the way back to Cody Moore in 5th. Single file right now, down on the inside line. Pit stop should be happening anytime. Green flag stops. There goes the 48 of James Kunkel. He went in all by himself. That may be detrimental. To his race, he has to pit alone. Out there leading the group. Which makes you wonder how much fuel Colin Willem still has left. So far, everyone's been out there for 20 laps the whole race. We'll see if anybody else chooses to pit. Here comes the inside line. 17 to 55, 52, several trucks down the pit lane. Colin Williams, Kyle Mays, Cody Moore, Michael Proval, Will Witt, Mark Shavers, Todd Mays, and Mike Rentz all in the pit lane on this lap. Everyone else trying to make it one more lap, stretching it out a little bit. Everyone single file. Looks like Todd Mays took fuel only that time. Everyone dives down the pit lane. One truck stays out to lead the lap. Everyone trying to get all they can, 3 wide, going down the pit lane. A couple of trucks go bouncing into the inside wall, trying to get into their pit stall. The 5 is one of those. And he'll probably lose some positions here. Todd Mays had to come back in. That must have missed his pit stall or something the first time around. And now Joseph Wright, he'll surrender the lead. He had went in, or he had stayed out to lead a lap. So he got the most fuel out of that run, 23 laps. Logan Hagerman is the leader of the cars, or the trucks that have already pitted. We'll take a look behind. Several trucks coming up a lot faster. Oh, a big bump from the 84 of Dave Wright. You can see he's been bump drafting quite a bit. The front of that truck, quite a bit of damage on him. And here's the 82. Just now coming out of the pit lane, getting up to speed. Everyone's probably going to pass by on the inside. There they go. Logan Hagerman, now your leader in the number 7, the 84. Dave Wright, second. Justin Lumpkin, he's gained 21 positions to move up to 3rd spot. So a big gain there on the pit stop. Dylan Falovich had to come back down the pit lane. Not sure if he had a speeding penalty or what happened, but he'll get back out trying to not go a lap down. Todd Mays, he had to pit twice. There he goes. He's in 21st spot. William Fletcher, he was up there 3rd spot when they pitted. And right now he's 20th, has lost the draft. A lot of guys needing a caution right now. Mike Rentz and the 5 of Bobby Mays working together to try and catch some of these trucks or not lose too much time. See the 5, a lot of damage, as well as the 91. Some right front damage there. All that happened in the pit lane as everyone went 3 wide trying to get down into the pit lane and gain all they could. Tony Brennan and James Kunkel, they're running 16th and 17th, and James Kunkel had to pit by himself, leading that group around. Used a lot more fuel than anyone else. Nobody chose to pit with him. And he drops all the way back to 16th position right now. Mark Shavers and Michael Provault right in front of these guys. And some damage to these 2 trucks as well, as the other ones, the 48 and the 65, go around on the high side. It looks like some actual major damage for the 95, as these guys going quite a bit slower. If these trucks could get together and run a 6-truck line, maybe they could try and run down the front group. But right now, Dylan Redding has taken the lead. Several trucks allowing people to go by on the high side. William Fletcher back down the pit lane. He's going to take tires this time. It's only 3 trucks on the high lane. The 17 of Colin Willems, he drops back to 8 through all of that. Oh, the 49 bumps the 84, gets him loose. Lets him back in line, though. Logan Hagerman now taking the fight to the high side. Hagerman on the high lane trying to get around the 11 of Dylan Redding down low. Will Witt, one of the best pushers in this series, is right now second in the high lane. That's exactly where Logan Hagerman wants him to be, right behind him, trying to push him out into the lead. And Dave Wright gets the 11 a little sideways there. And that's going to lose momentum. And as we reach halfway, let's do something I like to call turn up the volume. Dylan Redding still your leader, but Logan Hagerman trying his best to get by on the high line, hasn't been able to do it yet. Hagerman out front, but not enough to clear the 11. As we are past halfway, no cautions yet. That time, Will Witt and Logan Hagerman able to get to the inside as they both get around the 11. Now Kyle Mays going to be the leader in the high lane. And he was doing such a good job pushing Colin Willems earlier. Now Colin Willems, the pusher, as the 11 gets shuffled to the middle lane, 3 wide. Oh, and there's a caution. Trucks go flying. Big damage for several competitors. And looking at that one, that may have been net code. Let's take a look. We're looking here, this 3 wide, the 11 in the middle. The 84 drifts up a little bit. And that was a major netcode event. You see, the 11 doesn't touch the 55. Does get pushed up. And may have gotten to the door, but I don't think that reaction would have happened, and the 49 of TJ Floyd just about flips. Take one more look, this time from the 49. Oh, and you can see just how much the 55 kicks up even though nobody touches him. Oh, almost flips it. Get back down on all fours, though. So it was bound to happen eventually. But that is our first caution of the day. We'll see who takes it to the pit lane. Everyone not sure they're going to be able to stretch it from here. We're going to see some guys top off at the end of this caution flag run. And those guys might be able to make it to the end. It's going to be close if we end up going green to the finish. So everyone down the pit lane. Dylan Falovich still out on track. He's going to be the free pass car. Dylan Falovich will be back on the lead lap with another shot at this thing. 25 laps remain. Logan Hagerman first truck off the pit lane. Dylan Redding in second. Kyle Mays rolls off third. Colin Willems fourth. Derek Chaput in fifth. Christopher Howell comes out in sixth spot. He's gained 16 positions to get up here and in a good spot to be leading right now. Or up in this front group, that is. Cody Moore in seventh. Joseph Wright in the 82. He's comes out of the pits in eighth. James Kunkel, who was almost out of this thing through that pit stop. He'll get back with the group in 9th spot. Dave Wright, he's in 10th. There's Tony Brennan, Bobby Mays. Now we're seeing these guys come back in and top off. Some trucks choosing not to do that. It's going to be close on fuel. The question is, does anybody think that they'll be able to make it 23 laps remaining when we take the green flag? You see the pace truck just in front of Dylan Redding. No lights on the pace truck, so we are 1 to green. The 91 of Mike Rentz, he moves up to 2nd. Haven't let a couple of these trucks back by. So this is the inside of Logan Hagerman's truck. You hear him trying to save as much fuel as he can. But Joseph Wright earlier was able to barely make it 24 laps. So these guys that came in and topped off, they'll be very close on fuel if this thing goes green to the finish. Dylan Redding will probably not be able to make it, as well as Dave Wright, Tony Brennan, and Mike Rentz. The top 4 did not pit there. Green flag, and a lot of these guys where they pit made them all single files to the inside lane. Quite the advantage. And I don't think anybody's going to pass the 11 of Dylan Redding. They're going to let him stay out front and use the most fuel. We don't think he can make it to the finish. Here comes Colin Willems up on the high side. High lane starting to come in. 17 of Colin Willems, the leader. And Colin's just going to jump to the inside. He doesn't want to burn too much fuel either. Dave Wright will now get pushed up front. Field starting to ramp up. 65 of Tony Brennan with some connection issues. You see him blinking in and out. Hopefully that does not cause an issue for the other trucks on the track. Dave Wright gets pushed out to the lead. Joseph Wright not quite clear. Now he's going to be able to get to the inside. The 84 and the 82 will now surge to the front. The 82 back to the high lane. Cody Moore now the pusher. 20 to go here at Daytona in the SERL Superspeedway Series. And opener, and there's a wreck. Caution on the speedway. Cody Moore on top of other trucks. Let's take a look. Oh, the 11. Not exactly sure what happened right there. Another netcode issue. Looks like both the 52 came down and the 11 came up just a touch. But as they get close together, you see right there, that's going to send a lot of trucks around. Cody Moore, Dylan Reddy, Michael Provault involved. Oh, he just tags Colin Willems down there on the 17 on the inside. The 49 of TJ Floyd. Trucks everywhere. The 52 up on top of another truck. James Kunkel down on the bottom and Cody Moore up on the high side. Let's take one more look at it. Let's look from the 48. And right there, the 52 up on top. What a wild ride for James Kunkel. There goes the 52 truck straight up. So everybody able to come in and top off with fuel. Several trucks still in the pits trying to get some damage repaired. Mark Shavers, Michael Provault, Kyle Mays, Dylan Redding, and TJ Floyd all in the pit lane trying to get repairs. Cody Moore in as well. I think he had to tow. He has scored 2 laps down. Colin Willems has left the session. He's out of this one. So 17 laps remain, 2 cautions so far in the first 43 laps. Lights off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go green once again. Everyone should be able to make it to the end on fuel now. Joseph right out front. Tony Brennan in that yellow 65 on the high side. Green flag and we're underway. 16 laps remain here at Daytona. And this task right now for Logan Hagerman is pretty difficult. It's one thing to have to push a truck, but when one truck is blinking in and out, it makes it way harder. As long as the 65, stays there and doesn't blink out, then he should be able to push the 65 out into the lead. And Brennan has the lead. He's going to lead the lap. And Hagerman may try to shuffle the 65 if he can get a nose alongside of him. Oh, there he goes. 65 gets loose. Able to hold it, blinks out for a second. He'll move to the inside line. Oh, the 82 tags him, has to get out of the gas. Everyone able to check up behind. And that pushes Logan Hagerman to the front. Bobby Mays will clear him. The 82 has to go down below the yellow line to get around the 65. Justin Lumpkin leading the outside lane. He and Dylan Falovich, teammates. Up there on the high side. Can they get it done? 13 laps remain. Lumpkin with a big push from Falovich draws even to the 7. They're side by side across the line, 12 to go. Hagerman getting the push right now from Bobby Mays. Bobby able to hold the 7. Side by side with the 4, Logan Hagerman down on the inside. Hagerman right now the only Chevrolet in the top 5. 2 Fords in the high lane, 2 Toyotas behind him. That time, Justin Lumpkin leads the lap. Oh, Lumpkin gets a little bit crooked. Not quite a square hit from the 12, but they're able to keep their foot in it. But the 7 will get clear. He's just going to stay down the inside line, the outside, a little bit of momentum as they come out of turn 4 through the tri-oval. Lumpkin with the nose out front as they go down into turn 1. Single-digit laps remain. 9 to go. Who's going to pull it out? Will it be Justin Lumpkin or Logan Hagerman? Or is it going to be somebody behind these guys in the field? Who's going to take it 3 wide? Oh, Hagerman gets tapped, able to keep this throttle down. But both the 12 and the 4 are going to clear the 7. Will they move to the bottom? They're going to maintain the high lane. They're catching the lap truck. Mark Shavers. He'll take it down to the inside, let these guys race. These trucks coming at you full speed. Dylan Falovich trying to hold Justin Lumpkin in the lead in the high side. You've got to expect someone to take it 3 wide. I think there's a good chance it'll be the 37 of Derek Chaput along with the 84. And that 37 truck, as the outside lane checks up a bit. Derek Chaput, he's won some of these super speedway races on the last lap, able to get through a wreck. Oh, James Kunkel moves to the high lane and causes a big checkup. The 4 goes into the outside wall. Dylan Falovich will get around in the middle. These guys will be able to keep it green. But now 3 trucks out front, 4 trucks now down on the inside. Dylan Falovich is the leader on the high lane, but he's way back there. Here comes the 82 of Joseph Wright. He and James Kunkel will move to the high side. So the 4, Justin Lumpkin hit the wall pretty hard there. Will he have enough to be able to push and try and get back out front? You see some right side damage on that truck. The outside line with the momentum. Joseph Wright will pull with a nose out front. Logan Hagerman now back even. 4 to go. Here comes the 84 up on the third lane trying to get a side draft. Nobody goes with him. He'll pass the damaged truck of TJ Floyd once again. A lot of side drafting. The 84 tries to go 3 wide again. Nobody going to go with him. Valovich now to the middle. He'll shuffle out the 48 of Kunkel. Here comes the 84. Oh, the 66 gets up into him. Somehow they're all able to save it back there. Oh, but there comes the 25. Todd Mays now leading. Oh, the 82 sends him around. Big damage for several trucks. The 4 sitting on the infield. The 25 with a lot of damage. Actually, not too bad, but he slides through the grass. And we'll see just what happened here. The 82 gets a big run. Oh, and just tags the 25. Who then sends the 5 around. 35, some damage from this one. James Kunkel goes through the infield to avoid it. 82, big damage into the outside wall. Then the 4, I don't think he realized the 37 was right there. They make contact. The 4 goes around. James Kunkel able to avoid a lot of that. Some of these other guys back in the field able to not get involved. Let's take a ride with the 48. Sees truck spinning in front of him, goes through the grass. Truck spinning all around him, just hoping that nothing comes down to hit you, and he's able to make it through with a clean race truck. Now, still out on the speedway, Logan Hagerman, Derek Chaput, James Kunkel, and Larry Dickerson. Larry Dickerson chooses to pit there. Dave Wright will now pull out. I believe he took his fast repair. Dylan Falvich with a fresh truck. Tony Brennan back out. Christopher Howell in 8th spot. And we're going to have a green-white checker finish. Justin Lumpkin. Not sure he was able to fix his damage. Still some damage to the right side of that truck, but still got a hot rod for Justin Lumpkin. There's Todd Mays. He was able to repair his damage. And Will Witt looks like he's going to log out of the session, some damage to the 35. The rest of these trucks, a lot of damage. Trying to get as much fixed as they can. Go out here and salvage a decent finish. That 37 has some nose damage. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to maintain pace. Logan Hagerman probably going to have an advantage here, certainly through Arrow. This will be our first green-white checkered attempt. Green flag. Oh, the 37 right down into the 7. Not sure what happened there on the restart. If he spun the tires. The 2 heavy damage he's smoking. Pace truck already back out onto the speedway. So let's take a look at what happened. Several trucks involved. Pretty crashing at that point. Let's try and take a look from right here is going to be our best view. Oh, the 2 of Larry Dickerson with a bump to the 37. Hits him right there in the right side quarter. Or in the right side bumper, excuse me. We'll take a look at this time from the 2. Here we go. Yeah, doesn't quite hit him square with the bump. Sends the 37 down into the inside. Taking out the leader. Several trucks able to drive through down on the inside. 7 big damage. See him sliding. Falovich, who had just taken his fast repair. You see the 8 of Chris Howell. Now that's how you avoid a wreck. You just stop. Hope people don't hit you from behind. He'll be able to go away with a clean race truck. Some of these guys already in the pit lane and back out. Dave Wright, Justin Lumpkin, Todd Mays, Mark Shavers all stay on the track, as well as Tony Brennan. James Kunkel, Derek Chaput, he comes around. Chris Howell stays out there. Kunkel still on the pit lane. Bobby Mays, Dylan Falovich, Mike Rentz, Joseph Wright, Dylan Redding, all trying to get as much damage repaired as possible. Logan Hagerman, there he sits. A lot of damage to that 7 truck, and he was in the exact position that he needed to be in. Unfortunate for Logan Hagerman, as he had a fast race truck. So now Dave Wright and Justin Lumpkin, they'll be the leaders on this restart, our second green-white checker attempt. Lights off on the pace truck. We're coming around on the backstretch. Dave Wright will be the leader. Justin Lumpkin in the outside. At number 4, Mark Shavers in 3rd. Tony Brennan in 4th spot. Derek Chaput with a very damaged race truck sits 5th. Christopher Howell in 6th position. James Kunkel 7th, Todd Mays in 8th. Looks like Logan Hagerman was able to get a fast repair, but went a lap down in the process, 2 laps down actually. So he'll need to somehow drive up front in 1 lap and get another caution. So we get ready to go green. Pace truck off. Green flag. The 37 has to pull off. A lot of damage to that race truck. Dave Wright's out front. Can Christopher Howe push the 4 around on the outside? Outside lane gaining momentum. Side draft from the 4 of Justin Lumpkin. He's even with the 2nd place truck, Mark Shavers. Christopher Howe going to take it 3 wide up on the high side. Lumpkin stuck in the middle. Truck's going crazy down on the inside lane. Lumpkin able to fit it in on the inside. He's sitting 3rd. Can't anybody push the 4? Lumpkin with another side draft, trying it on his own. Tony Brennan tries to push, but Dave Wright out front. Nobody's going to get a run, it doesn't look like. Here comes Mark Shavers at the high side. Oh, and a big wreck off the corner. The 84 goes sideways. Who's going to cross the line? Tony Brennan's out front. Christopher Howell is going to win in a damaged race truck. Christopher Howe gets the win. Tony Brennan second. Mark Shavers comes home third. And there's your winner, Christopher Howe. Kept the truck clean until the very end. See if he's able to burn it down here. He'll nose it into the outside wall. Christopher Howe is your winner. Waiting on some of these guys to get in to the waiting room so we can get an interview. Mark Shavers, our third place finisher, is now in there. Let's see if we can get a word with number 6 of Mark Shavers. Hey, Mark, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, a great finish. You come home in third. Looks like at one point you had a damaged race truck. I'm not sure if you fell a lap down or not. But you battle your way back up here to a top 3. You gained 13 positions from the start. What did your race look like out there today?
Well, did pretty good off the start. Just kind of riding around for the first, whole pit stop area. I had a good pit stop. Somebody checked up real bad. 95 got in the back of me. It was just one of those things that happened. I've been nursing trying to fix the damage the whole time. Just like any one of these races, they're always going to have a big wreck at the end. So I kind of nursed it around, got lucky with a couple cautions late. And on that last caution, a green white checkered, I had a fast repair and 4 fresh Goodyears, and I was going to try to do work.
We did a great job avoiding most of that chaos there at the end, and you come home third. Good points day for you. You got anybody you'd like to thank after this one?
Oh yeah, I like to Maze Mafia, always there behind me, supporting me. Wife and kids here, they're always looking. Lindsay's watching right now. My wife is watching right now because I told her better be watching this one. And just you, thanks for letting us in. Thanks for doing this. You do a good job. Appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again with some more top 3 finishes.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
And that was third place finisher Mark Shavers. Let's get a word with our second place finisher, Tony Brennan. Hey, Tony, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Hey, Tony, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? I can't get through to Tony, so we'll move on to Christopher Howe, our winner. Hey, Chris, this is Dakota in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a good copy. How's it going?
Going good. You able to keep your truck clean for the most of this one? I was bragging on you earlier. There was a wreck and you stopped on the track to avoid it. And man, that's just the way to keep your truck clean in these super speedway races. So great job of keeping your truck clean. But there at the end, they wreck in front of you and you have to drive right through it. Days of Thunder style. You come home the winner in the inaugural SERL Super Speedway Series race. What did your race look like out there overall today, Chris?
Like you said, I was trying to keep a clean truck the whole race. There was a couple of close calls where basically I had to just come to a complete stop. But overall, it was a pretty good race. Just kept the truck clean. And there at the end, it was mayhem, and I just tried to do my best to stay out of that wreck. I seen the wreck coming up and clearing out, and I just took it high like Days of Thunder and was like just pushing through, like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I just got the win. So pretty awesome.
Yeah, and that win will lock you into the playoffs, which is kind of a new format. It's the NASCAR format in the Super Speedway Series. So going to be exciting as we go through the rest of this series, and you can kind of go out there being locked in and go all out the rest of these races. This SERL Super Speedway Series, it's a very diverse schedule. Is there any certain track or certain car that you're looking at excited to run?
Yeah, the 87s. I really like the 87s, and the street stock's pretty good too. But like you said, it's pretty diverse schedule with the tracks and the cars. So looking forward to all of them really. But I really enjoy the 87s.
Well, we'll have a couple more races here in the Truck Series as two, especially a couple of playoff races, I believe, in the trucks. And you come home a winner here in the truck. So great job, Chris. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I just want to thank you for putting on the league and the admins that helped out with the race tonight. And SCRL overall is awesome league to be in, and just enjoy racing with you guys. Definitely racing with you guys. I've improved, so definitely my first win and league win. So looking forward to more. But I also want to thank my spotter Dustin Matson. He did awesome tonight. So shout out to him, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, well, a great job, Chris. Proud of you for bringing home the victory, and hopefully many more as we go through the rest of the season.
Yes, I hope so.
And there's Christopher Howell, our winner, the SERL Super Speedway Series. We do have spots available if you're looking at running. We know Super Speedway racing is Steve Loving's favorite kind of racing, so come on down and join in with us. Appreciate everybody for stopping by and watching. Congratulations to Christopher Howe, Tony Brennan, and Mark Shavers, all getting their top 3 finishes tonight. And we'll be back with you next Thursday night here on the Throttle Up Racing Network, as well as Sunday night with the SERL Cup Series. And got a couple of next-gen series coming up very soon in the works. So keep on coming back to the Throttle Up Racing Network, and we appreciate everybody for stopping by. Until next time, catch you later.